Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video, I got this idea yesterday and I'm like, wow, I should have done this way sooner before the collection even launched to save you guys some money. But it's basically going to be a video on dupes for the Kylie and Grinch collection. My friend and I were discussing this on Instagram like last week. She was asking me what I'm going to get from the collection and what she was planning to get. And the stuff that she was planning to get all reminded me of something else. And I had mentioned to her, I was like, oh, this looks like this looks like this. Then yesterday I came across the brilliant idea of doing this dupes video. However, I guess not a lot of you got the collection because it sold out very, very fast. I'm going to go through my experience with the launch. I guess this is not too late because if the collection does relaunch and you want to rethink things and save yourself a bit of money, I'm going to be telling you guys some products that I think are dupes for the Kylie products. So if you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click the subscribe button below. It's free. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and leave a like because it helps me out a lot. So I wanted to briefly talk about my experience with the launch. So this collection launched at 4 p.m. MST, Mountain Standard Time, and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time was the official Kylie launch time. So what I always do for every launch that I know is going to sell out really fast, any Kylie launch, any Jeffree launch, anything that's really popular, I always log into the website the night before with my information. It's not always guaranteed that the website is not going to kick you out because the website did briefly close for a few hours before the Grinch collection launched just to, I guess, take some stress off of the servers and stuff like that. So their whole site shut down and I was like, oh, I probably logged out, but I actually wasn't. That actually worked in my favor. I was basically just refreshing the page from 359. I was just like refreshing it, and once the collection finally popped up, I added everything that I wanted to my cart, and then I was stuck in a queue for a really long time, and I checked out at exactly 4 p.m. on the dot when this collection launched. So if you got to the site even a few minutes late, you probably wouldn't have gotten anything because it was crazy. So it took me a total of 6 minutes in the queue to finally check out. I got all the stuff I wanted, thankfully, so I'm gonna be doing a whole haul slash review once all of that comes in the mail, do like a first impression, testing out the eyeshadow palette and all that stuff. So that'll be probably part of Vlogmas. So anyways, as I was waiting in the queue, I logged into my computer, I opened 2 more browsers, and I added stuff to my cart to see if the queue would go any faster on my computer, which it didn't. It didn't. So I actually went onto Instagram from my computer and I was looking at comments on the Kylie Cosmetics Instagram launch, and a lot of people had already gotten their collection, had already checked out by the time I was still in the queue. So that was really, really stressing me out. And a lot of people were like, oh my god, it's sold out already. Oh my god, it's sold out already. I didn't know what they were talking about, but they were talking about the signed PR bundle. Like the $375, the one with Kylie's signature on it. That sold out in like literally a minute. Like maybe less than a minute, which is insane because you're paying like $130 extra just for her signature, because you could have just bought the entire collection for like $235, but people actually spent their money and bought the signed one, which is crazy to me. Oh my goodness, like you guys are crazy. So that sold out super fast, and that's what everybody was freaking out about, that it was already sold out, but it wasn't the whole collection, it was just that. But once I got through the checkout finally and my order confirmation popped up, I was redirected to the next page and I clicked on, you know, keep shopping. So I went back to see most of the stuff was already sold out, and I know that a lot of people, you know, don't get to the website right on time. Sometimes things happen, sometimes you kind of forget until like it's 4:02 and you're like, oh shoot, the collection's already out. So this video is for you guys that were trying to get stuff from the collection, that couldn't get stuff from the collection, but I'm going to show you guys products that are so similar that you might already have and that you might not necessarily need this collection unless you're just buying it for the packaging. Let me get started with the, you know those 2 single shadows that she released, the gold and the green one? Well, I have some dupes for you, and all of these are pretty affordable, by the way. All the stuff I'm about to show you except for like some MAC lipstick, but for the most part, most of the stuff is affordable. So these are the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. Do they look familiar to the two that were launched? Kind of, a little bit. The green is a little bit different, but I'm going to be showing you guys a green that's pretty much exactly the same shade as Kylie's green. This was one of the things that my friend was mentioning to me, and I'm like, those look exactly like these L'Oreal shadows. They look exactly like the color looks exactly like the gold one. First of all, the green one is a little bit deeper on this one. I know that they make a lighter green, but I cannot find it anywhere. Like, it's in my collection somewhere, but I have no idea where it is. But basically these I think retail for around $7, $8, maybe like $10 at most. Kylie's retail for $20 for one shade, and I just think that's such a waste of money, to be honest with you. That's just how I feel. That's something that I would never purchase from her, are her single potted eyeshadows. So essentially what they are basically pressed pigments. So they are really good. Like, I do really like these pressed pigments. I think they do a really great job. I just apply them with my finger. So easy, and they are so pigmented. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one. I think the gold one is pretty similar. I know the green one is not really, but I'm gonna be showing you guys what I think is an exact dupe. So as you guys can see, that is just one swipe. It's super pigmented. So I'm gonna go ahead and start swatching things on my arm. I probably should take off my Fitbit before I get eyeshadow all over it. Very, very pigmented right off the bat, and of course you can build it up and everything. So yeah, that is a pressed pigment, very, very similar to Kylie's in my opinion. That is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the color Gold Mine. I also have the color Golden Emerald here. So if you were eyeing the green one, this is similar, like similar consistency. It's just not the exact same shade. This green is definitely deeper, but you guys can see that pigmentation. Like, these just are so nice and so pigmented. As far as formula wise goes, if you're trying to dupe the same formula, if you really like her single shadows, try the ColourPop shadows, these Super Shock shadows. I know this isn't really like a gold per se. This is what this one looks like, but it has that really nice creamy pigmented consistency. So this is in the color Sunset Boulevard, but you can definitely get a green. I just don't have a green. I don't really wear green eyeshadow all too often. So as you guys can see, this is a, you know, like a more orangey type gold, but you can definitely find really, really colorful Super Shock shadows, like a green that's similar to her green, a gold that's similar to her gold. I just don't have very many of these. But if you're trying to get kind of that same creamy, super pigmented, you know, pressed pigment type consistency, these are good too. And I think these are only $8 as well. So definitely cheaper. Okay, so you guys know when I was telling you about the green dupe? Well, when I saw Kylie's, I immediately thought of this MAC shadow that I have, and it's one of my favorite MAC shadows ever. I feel like I need to pull this out more often and use it. I haven't used this shadow in years, but it is definitely one of my favorites, and it's this one right here. It's called Steamy, and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this for you. And this, I feel like, is the exact shade of the Kylie one. What do you guys think? Let's swatch it. So I'm gonna put it right here. It's like a turquoisey green color with gold reflex. So I feel like this color is very, very, very similar. You might already even have this if you are a MAC fan, if you used to buy a lot of MAC shadows back in the day. This was a really popular one. So I don't know, I just feel like that color is just so similar, and when I saw the Kylie one, I immediately thought of Steamy by MAC. So this next one, it might look really, really obvious because they look so similar to the shadow pencils that Kylie released. I'm just like, even down to the packaging, like they're white sticks, and the colors are just, it's crazy how similar these are. So when I saw Kylie's, I immediately thought of the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil. So this is a product that was really, really popular back in like 2010. When I started YouTube, everybody was using these. Like, everyone. I still use these now as a cream base on a lot of my eyeshadow looks. I just feel like they make everything pop. You can use them as eyeliner and you can use them underneath your lower lash line. So when I saw Kylie's, I immediately 100% thought of these, and these only retail for like $8, so around there, like drugstore prices. You can probably get them on sale for even cheaper. The first one I'm going to swatch, because I know you guys are curious about this one. This is a green, and this is so similar to Kylie's green. It's called Lemon. That's what it looks like. It's definitely a green with like golden shimmer to it. Looks so similar. This one, as you can see, this is my favorite one. I guess this is like my second favorite. I really like Milk, which is the white one. It just goes with everything. But this one is a close second, and it's almost gone. And this is called Yogurt. And this is just a nice neutrally brownie color right beside the green there. Next one I have here is called Iced Mocha. This just reminds me of an iced cappuccino from Tim Hortons. This color is so pretty. It's just basically like a bronzy brown with some shimmer to it. It looks like that. Again, these colors are not going to be exactly the same, but I'm more going towards the product. If you guys are eyeing the Kylie products, these are very similar to them. So the next one is called French Fries, and this one is a more deeper bronzy brown. I don't think that there is a color quite this deep in Kylie stick ones, but those are swatches of the NYX ones, and they have really cute names. Like, come on, Lemon, Yogurt, Iced Mocha, and French Fries. Love that. So these are some of my favorite eyeshadow bases. They're so great. So yeah, if you guys are looking for something similar to the Kylie ones, definitely check these out at, I think if you're in the States, try Ulta. Ulta might have these. Okay, so next up, the palette. The palette that everybody wanted. I actually ended up with that palette, so I will review that for you guys. But this palette is very similar. I have a whole review on this if you guys want to see it. If you guys are interested, I will leave it in the pinned comment below. This is the ColourPop Star Wars Mandalorian eyeshadow palette, and this was only $16, you guys. This was $16 and Kylie's was $40. Granted, Kylie's does have more shades than this one. This one only has 9. So this is immediately what I thought of when I saw the Grinch palette, like the greens in it. I just thought of this one. This is what this one looks like. I'm sure that the Grinch one has like a transition color, an inner corner highlight. So this inner corner highlight actually really reminds me of the Kylighter. Why? I'll swatch it for you. So if you didn't get the Kylighter and you're looking for a palette, but you're also looking for that Kylighter, this is very similar. Like, it has that golden green flecks to it. You could definitely wear it on your cheekbones as a highlighter. I like it as an inner corner highlighter on my eyes, but I'm gonna swatch some of these greens for you and tell you guys what I mean. Like, these are so nice, but like, as you guys can see, the greens in this palette, like very similar to the Grinch ones. Very similar. So I'm gonna go ahead, swatch those at the back of my hand. Even the shimmer one, like look at that shimmer one. It's so pretty. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see the similarities? So if you guys missed out on that palette, I mean, the palette is really cute, like with the Grinch eyes and everything, but as far as like colors, you can definitely find colors like that elsewhere. So this is a great example of that, and ColourPop shadows are great. This is not available right now. This is available on Black Friday. This palette was sold out right away. However, I'm pretty sure once they restock, most people have already gotten their hands on it during the first launch, so it's going to be less stressful the second time around. So if you guys are interested, that is only $16 versus the $40 that Kylie's is, and you do get 9 shades, which are really bomb. Look at that. Love them. I don't normally wear a lot of green shadows, but I've been really digging this palette lately. I've been trying to use it, and I've been using it almost every day, so mine is today. Let's get into the lip products. So what sold out really quickly were the high glosses. I know that a lot of you already have high glosses. Come on now. A lot of you that were trying to buy those high glosses from the Grinch collection probably already have colors that are so similar. So one of the colors actually reminded me of the one I'm wearing right now. I feel like high glosses are just one of those things. I really like them personally. They're one of my favorite lip glosses ever. They're my favorite Kylie lip glosses, as well as like my second favorite lip gloss in general. My favorite lip gloss of all time is the Fenty Beauty. I mean, I just love the Fenty Beauty one. High glosses, I feel like, are just very like I want all the colors and I think they're so pretty, but they are so sheer and I always end up putting them on top of something else. Like today I'm just wearing a Guerlain lipstick and this one on top of it. This is in the color Sweet Dream. I feel like the Grinch colors are equally as sheer. Like if you already have a ton of high glosses, you don't need the ones from the Grinch collection. I'll swatch this one for you. This is from the Stormy collection. It's called Sweet Dream, but I'll show you guys what I mean. Like they are pretty and they are a great gloss, but you guys are not gonna get a lot of color. Like that is this pinky color. It is literally this glob on my hand right there. It's just a very sheer gloss. It's meant to be more shiny than anything, and like I said, if you own a ton of high glosses, you don't need the ones from the Grinch collection. Chances are you're gonna have something that looks pretty much exactly like it or give you guys the same effect. I know a lot of people were purchasing it for the packaging, okay, like I get it, but I mean they're sold out already, and if you can't get your hands on them, it's not the end of the world. So last but not least, I wanted to go into the lippies. So this is my, I guess, less budget friendly one. These are MAC lipsticks, and if you guys saw the Grinch lip set, the packaging was to die for. It was so cute. I even considered getting it. However, I just have so many lipsticks in the same colors that I couldn't justify it. And sorry that these are not drugstore dupes, but I don't really have drugstore lipsticks. I hate to say it like that, like, oh, I don't have any drugstore lipsticks. You guys know what I mean. Like I gave most of my drugstore lipsticks to my cousin back in the Philippines because I wasn't using them. I really like MAC. I only have MAC, Guerlain, YSL, and Pat McGrath, and I feel like the MAC ones are definitely the cheaper out of all of those ones. So these are the ones I'm going to show you. So if you guys were eyeing the, what is it called? Like the orangey red one. So this is Vegas Volt, and it has kind of that same creaminess as Kylie lipsticks do, if you guys like that consistency. This is an amplified cream, I believe. So that's what that one looks like, Vegas Volt. If you guys were looking for like that nice orangey red that they were wearing in a lot of their campaign photos, this is a really good one. So that's that. The next one I have here is called Rebel, and this is meant to dupe that berry color. That berry color stood out to me, and I'm like, that is really pretty, but that looks like Rebel. This is a very popular color from MAC. Like I used to wear this a ton back in the day. So I think this is, oh yeah, this is a satin finish. So it's not as creamy, it's more matte, but it lasts like all day on the lips. You can also like blot this one out and make it look like a stain almost, like you ate like a grape popsicle or something. So yeah, you can do so much with this color. I really like it. It's one of my favorite MAC shades ever, and I need to use it because I haven't used it in like literally a whole year. And the very last one is called Velvet Teddy, and this reminded me of the nude one. So that's what Velvet Teddy looks like. This is one of my favorite MAC nudes. As you can see, this is all I have left. That's all the product I have left. I used to use this all the time, not anymore though, because with masks, like you can't really wear lipsticks. Like that's just it. I can only wear lipsticks when I'm filming, but when I'm out or when I'm going to work or something, this was like my work shade, but I can't wear it anymore because I'm wearing a mask all day long. But that is the nude right there. Doesn't that look very similar to the nude? Like all of those colors, like you can't tell me that those colors don't look like the Kylie ones. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that I helped some of you guys out. If you guys were sad about not being able to purchase the collection, or you're waiting for it to relaunch and you're still not sure about certain things, I hope that this video was helpful, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.